Welcome, family and friends of Michael and Timothy. I only call them that because that's what they had embroidered on their robes. Mike and Tim. This is a great occasion. Mike and Tim are here to demonstrate and commemorate their commitment to each other. I know that I speak for the soon-to-be wed. We are all grateful that you are here. One of the first things I noticed and admired when getting to know them as a couple was the careful thoughtfulness and consideration they took of each other's needs, wants, and comfort. Spending time with these two will leave you with a sense of calmness, security, and the confidence that true love does exist. Mike and Tim, you are here today because you're making a choice. You are choosing each other. You are choosing someone who enhances you, who challenges you, who takes care of you, who stands up for you, and who makes your life better. You are vowing to be a team from here on out.
I'm Tim's mom. So proud to say that. And I am so grateful for all of you being here. What can I say about Tim? I've tried to write down things several times and now I have nothing written because it's too hard. But I met Tim. He came into the world with lots of dark hair and a squishy little face, and just cuddly. I fell in love with him instantly. He has just always been such a joy. Tim and I feel like have always been best buddies. As he grew in high school, well, in junior high, he said, I'm gonna try out for cheer, and I went, yeah, right, go ahead, the girls do that. I'm gonna try out for dance company. Yeah, he did both. And he was successful. It didn't matter what he wanted. Whatever he wants, he goes for. He works hard, and he's there. And then even in his senior year, he decided he wasn't going to do cheer anymore. He was going to be a student body officer. And of course, what happened? Student body officer. Because Tim has always been so motivated and so just such a hard worker, Mr. Perfectionist. He'd take notes in school and then he'd go home and rewrite them because they weren't quite enough.
Write too fast.
He would write too fast, so he'd write slower. He made friends easily, lifelong friends, because he's so sweet and he's so giving. He and I hung out a lot. We'd go to lunch. Our favorite place, we'd go to Wingers. We'd get sticky fingers for an appetizer, then we'd buy sticky finger wraps or sticky finger salad, or that was one of our favorite places to go, and just to sit and talk to him and laugh a lot. He's got such a sense of humor, and even when he asked me to to talk tonight, I'm like, well, do you want me and Dad to talk, or we could sing a song, or we could... He's just always been so much fun, and I know that I could always call him and talk about things, and he's just always been that way. And then Mike came into his life, and I heard so much about Mike, and when I finally got to meet him, everything I heard was true. He's the most kind, generous, great sense of humor, laughs at my jokes, so it's awesome. He's a great cook. He's fixed me many yummy meals and going camping together, and he just would do anything for you, and he and Tim complement each other, and you can see the love between them. And so I would just like to make a toast to Tim and Mike for a happy life. Love one another, keep your sense of humor, you'll need it, and remember right, and remember who you are. He'll always be my little Tim. I love you both.
And I can be a man, be big and tough for you, darling. That won't be enough. I would learn to move mountains, and I learned to part the sea. Whatever you want.
I've known Mike for around 10 years, 10 or 11 years. He's truly my best friend. And I was beyond honored to be asked to be his best man. And also to include Gary as a groomsman. It means a lot to us. I think that I always kept telling Mike that his guy, will come at some point. And Mike was very doubtful, always. And then came Tim. And I truly know that Mike is in love, and he's just a tremendous guy. And so, Tim is lucky as well, but
We all like Mike more.
You walked into my life at such a dark time, when I couldn't make a move and I couldn't make a rhyme. You picked me up and dusted me off and told me I was fine. You said, oh babe, I'm yours.
This is just the start.
When I'm feeling great, you're the sun peeking through on that cold winter day. And if I could change a thing, nothing would be changed. 'Cause I love you so, and I'm glad you came.
For quite a while. He and I have always had a special relationship, and I'm so lucky to not only call him my brother, but also my best friend. There's a lot of talk about your given family and your chosen family, and I'm lucky to be able to say that I would choose Tim to be my brother 1,000 times over. I didn't know it was so much, but When I first met Mike, it was the 3rd of July at the Big Bang on the Bay, and Tim brought this tough-looking guy who he had not mentioned a thing to me about beforehand, and so I didn't know what to expect, but you soon realize he's just a really big, giant teddy bear. And just a few months into the relationship, when Mike told Tim that he loved him, and he really knew Tim was the one, Tim being Tim, really freaked out. But deep down, he knew that Mike was right, because Mike is always right. So, when they'd been dating for now just a little over 6 months, Mike agreed, a little reluctantly, to move into the apartment next door to me, my wife, and my son. The same apartment complex is something, but right next door, did it, But he did it. Little did he know that COVID was on the way and he'd be soon dating us all. But in all honesty, we were so lucky to have both Tim and Mike in our little COVID bubble, and we could not have survived that quarantine shutdown without them. Mike soon got used to our daily, sometimes multiple times a day, knocks at the door. And we got to really glean his wisdom with our talks about life. Our little Tori, he gained a new favorite uncle. Sorry, Tim, Brad. And they developed a super special relationship that I know will last forever. Best of all, we got to witness firsthand just how amazing their relationship is and how perfect they are for each other. For anyone who knows Tim, they know he's extremely generous and loyal. With Mike, he's truly found his match, someone who is equally generous, loyal, honest, and worthy of his trust. So please raise your glass with me to congratulate this happy couple and wish them years and years and years of continued happiness. We love you both very much.
Oh, this heart of mine was made for you. I keep falling in love. Dreams should.
It's a pleasure for me to be standing up here today speaking about my brother Mike. He's very dear to me. This man came into my life 24 years ago and is the most beautiful soul I know. He's an exceptional man. He's loving, caring, and has a whole bunch of little beaners sitting here next to you guys. Who love him dearly and who wish him and Tim nothing but the best in these years to come. May God bless your marriage, and Tim, be ready for some wild Mexicans whenever you're around.
Must be falling in love. Angel in the sky brought to me. Must be falling in love. The way I'm feeling, darling, it's like jumping off the edge. A little like free falling, may never catch my breath. All I wanna do is keep falling in love with you.
Until I met you, I didn't think that love was in the cards for me. In fact, I wasn't even sure if love was real. And in my own dramatic fashion, I had accepted that I would stay single forever. But then, on June 28th, 2019, I agreed to meet you at a small little Long Beach gay bar called the Falcon, and my life forever changed. It was just the beginning. Over the last 3 years, you've not only shown me what it means to love someone else, you've also taught me how to love myself. Because of you, I'm a better person, a better brother, a better son, a better uncle, a better friend, and of course, a better partner. You're an amazing person, and I am so lucky to be standing next to you here today. When you proposed and asked me to marry you, before you got down on one knee, you gave me a magic 8-ball to help me make my decision.
Things could go any way at this juncture.
But in my heart, I already knew the answer, and I immediately said yes. Well, I didn't need the 8-ball then, but I do today.
Don't worry, I rigged it.
I love you. I can't imagine a future without you in it. You're my person, my family, my best friend.
Tim, I'm so very proud to be standing next to you today. This is my best life. You are not just the man I've been waiting for, and I just so adore you. You're my best friend. Telling you that I loved you just 3 months in not only caught you off guard, but took you out of your structured mental timeline and put you into a bit of a tailspin. I still believe in love at first sight. Tim, you were everything to me. I have never been more happy in my life. Sorry. Seeing your handsome face each morning and that same face falling asleep at 9:00 p.m. on the dot every night.
That's just being responsible.
Yeah. I admire your kindness, your drive for success, and your overwhelming generosity, as you said. I appreciate you accepting me for who I am and not getting too angry with me when I cuss in front of your parents.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I know that I will never be alone with you. Again, if it's 9:00, I'll just be with the dog buddy, but other than that, we won't be alone. Tim, I promise to tickle you even though you hate it. I promise to continue to turn the lights off even though you want me to stop. I promise to be patient with you even when you have selective hearing and mood-changing hanger pains. I promise to do my best to be Charlie's favorite uncle as I am to Tori. And hope that he thinks shopping is the best thing ever. But most of all, Tim, I promise to be your best friend and your partner for life, and the husband that you so deserve. I know that I'll make mistakes, but I promise to do my best with a full heart. It's said that life is a journey. I thought that my journey was over, but it was just taking a break. It was putting me on a new path. You are my journey, Tim. You are my path. You are my future. You are who I've been waiting for, and I love you so much.
Tim and I are so grateful to have so many of our closest friends and family surround us on our big day. We are overwhelmed by the love and support in this room. Each and every one of you hold a special place in our hearts. As much as this day is about us, sharing this special event with you, our friends, our family, and those who have made a true impact on our lives, this means more than anything to us. Friends come and go, but it's the ones that really stay by your side, those who are genuinely supportive of our happiness, like all of you today. We'd like to thank everyone in our wedding party. Each one of you have played such a great role in each one of our lives, some from childhood, some as adults, while we act like children. But regardless of the time, you have helped mold who we both are today. Of course, we want to say a special thank you to our best people, Allie and Gary, for their support from day one when Tim, again, with the assistance of the magic 8-ball, said yes. My best man has been there for me for so much. When I was out, like he said, when I was out of hope, he was there to say, it'll get better, I promise. It was not just the words on the paper, it was the look on his face and the tear in his eye that pierced my heart. And again, I realized that we are and will always be friends. I love him.
Hold this. And to my best person, and yes, favorite sister, Allie, you put up with me your whole life. Growing up with you, you always went along with my crazy antics and many times volunteered to be my guinea pig without even thinking twice, even though you really probably should have thought twice about a lot of things.
That's what made her stronger.
And now, and even now as adults, you're one of my biggest supporters and you're my best friend.
We really appreciate every one of you and look forward to all the future shenanigans we're all going to get into. I promise you we will. Now it's time to have fun, get another drink, eat this amazing cake. Don't forget to take the glasses, the champagne glasses, home with you. You can take the flowers, not the other stuff with you, and just have a great time.
I still